Good morning. I hope everyone is having a good morning. I am out here a little bit earlier than normal. Wow, in time for the trash pickup. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's pretty loud behind me. I'm going to try to start getting out here a little bit earlier during the day just so I can kind of get started earlier. But you guys, TLC has announced a new series, and I'm interested in this one. I'm not going to lie. So, TLC has kind of been the staple network for shows about polygamy. We have Sister Wives, Seeking Sister Wives. The network has no lack of shows about men seeking additional wives or already having multiple wives. Now, however, the network's latest polygamy themed offering is about to turn everything on its head because they are offering a show called Seeking Brother Husband. Like I said, I'm excited about this. So, the network actually announced over the weekend that Seeking Brother Husband will follow women who already have multiple husbands, as well as a couple who is considering joining the fun of polygamy by adding additional men to their marriage. Now, the first trailer was released on social media over the weekend, and I do have it linked in the description box below because we are live and I don't have time to edit the video. There's no way that I can make sure we avoid copyright, and I think you guys would get a better idea of the show if you actually watch the trailer in full, without me trying to edit it or stop and talk. But I do have all the details of the show, okay? Good morning, everyone. Thank you for hanging out. I'm going to go over the details. We'll spend the last few minutes, kind of talking about this show and kind of chit-chatting and me getting you guys' opinion. But the first lady that we meet on the trailer is a lady named Kenya Stevens. She actually has a business that helps couples transition to polyandry and is a well-known advocate for the practice. So polyandry is when women bring in multiple husbands. I didn't know that. So like polygamy is when men bring in more women, but polyandry is when women bring in more men. I've never actually even heard of that, but I'm sheltered. Kenya proudly proclaims that she has two husbands that love her, but they are not allowed, according to her. So, according to her in this trailer, she says that they are not allowed to have additional partners of their own. However, that actually appears to be a lie because if you look at Kenya's Instagram account, you see that her husband, Carl, actually has another wife who Kenya refers to as her co wife. So, even though she says that in the trailer, it seems like that might be something that they're not planning on bringing into the show. But it does look like her husband, Carl, has another wife that Kenya refers to as her co wife. In another scene of the trailer, we find out that Kenya shares a room with her husband, Tiger, while Carl sleeps in another room of his own. But maybe in reality, I don't know, maybe Carl is in the other room with his other wife. I'm not sure. In the trailer, Kenya says in a confessional, she says to do this lifestyle successfully, you have to be willing to go outside your old comfort zone. I would definitely say that. On her Instagram, Kenya explains that she is legally married to Carl, but their other partners are more like business partners on paper. I agree, Zuna. If men can do it, why can't women do it? Now, this is to me it almost seems backwards. So she's legally married to Carl, but she shares the bed with Tiger. Carl has another wife. To me, it seemed like Carl was like the main husband, but I don't know. Maybe at one point he was, and they kind of got tired of each other. But rather than divorcing, they just brought in new spouses of their own. I'm not sure. Now we after that we meet Kim. Kim is a woman who was married but then brought another man into the marriage. Kim's first husband tells her second husband in the trailer, he says, you were the first man I let my partner Kim be with. He says, he then talks about how he was watching his wife fall for another man right before his eyes. I don't know if I could do it. We then meet another woman who appears to be playing with the idea of having three husbands. One of the guys admit that sometimes it gets uncomfortable, you guys. They're sitting in a confessional, all of them. It's the two men, the wife, and one of the men talks about how it gets uncomfortable when he hears his lady go into the boneyard with one of the other husbands, or doing the grown up, like I like to say. He says, I heard some noise in the basement one time, a little moaning, a little groaning. It was a very awkward scene in the trailer because they're all sitting there together, and the wife was like, whoops. So I would have to imagine that's something that is so weird. The wife said, crap just got real. Now things are not all, you know, basement malls and double weddings. It appears that some of the participants do have trouble adjusting to the changes in their relationship. In the trailer, we see one husband talking to his wife, telling her that he feels like he is being swapped out, which she assures him that that is not the case. Um, Also in the trailer, one of Kenya's husbands is bringing up how he wants to have another wedding, to which Kenya does not. She doesn't. She's not on board with having another wedding. There was a couple, the couple that are actually considering polygamy, they face some backlash from their loved ones. So it actually shows them in the trailer sitting out to lunch with what looks like both of their respective parents, right? So we have the woman and it looks like she has her parents there. We have her husband and it looks like his parents are there. And they're basically breaking it down to them like, hey, we think we're going to bring in another husband. And one of the in-laws, it seems like it's the in-law, says, how can you justify it? Like, you're married, how can you go out with another person? So they are clearly getting backlash. Family that doesn't understand why they would even do this. Reactions to seeking a brother husband were mixed after the trailer was released to on TLC's Instagram account this past Sunday night. Someone said, I used to love TLC, but these shows keep getting worse. Someone else said, just when you figured the TLC couldn't get any lower at scraping the bottom of the barrel, they surprise you and find something underneath the barrel. Others were actually excited to finally see a show about a woman at the center of the relationship after TLC has ran so many shows about, men with multiple partners. And it's not my life. And if it's out there, why can't we watch it for our viewing and entertainment pleasure? You know what I'm saying? So I'm good with it. Someone says, finally, we get to see the other side of things. We've been watching men do this for years. Someone else says, yes, it's okay for men to have multiple women, but not the other way around. Finally. Now, this is not the TLC. This is not the first time that TLC has done this, though. Back in 2017, they actually followed a woman named Amanda. They had like a TV pilot. It was like a special, but it was a pilot where it was actually called Brother Husbands, and it was about a polyamorous relationship or a polyamorous family. Amanda was married to her husband Chad, as well as her husband Jeremy. Now, Chad and Amanda were also featured on Engaged and Underage, which was an earlier MTV reality show. Do you guys remember that show, Engaged and Underage? I remember that show. So there was somebody else on that show that we are familiar with or that we know about. If you follow like reality TV, there was somebody else on it. But yes, so Chad and Amanda, they were featured on Engaged and Underage, and then in 2017, they were on TLC for Brother Husbands. However, their family is not together anymore, or not all the way together. The family broke up when Chad left the family and actually got remarried to a man in 2020. Amanda and Jeremy, they are still together though. So Seeking a Brother Husband will premiere in March on TLC. Like I said, I did link the trailer in the description box below if you guys are going to want to go watch it. I watched the trailer. I thought it was interesting. It's definitely something that I'm going to watch, and I am going to cover it. So y'all can hang out with. I really think the other channel is going to be my reality TV channel, because I've already started transferring things and I've already started saying it. I've already started telling people this will be true crime, that will be reality TV. So I feel like I don't want to switch it up and confuse everyone. So what's everyone's opinions? That is all the information we have for this new show at the time. I'll show you guys just some photos of some of the couples, and then we'll discuss it for a few minutes. We can try to make sure the show stays at a reasonable time and it's not too long. I'm down for it. I'm down for it. I'm like, can I get a brother husband? I'm just picking Sean. I don't need a brother husband. I have like the best husband. You know what I'm saying? If we could clone him, that would be good. Okay, so here is one couple right here. That is one of the couples that is featured on the show. I couldn't decide which would be better for each channel. I couldn't either. Honestly, if I could go back, I would have made this channel reality because I started reality. So I should have, but I've already started promoting this channel for true crime and the other one reality. So I don't want to get people confused. So this one will be true crime. The other one will be reality. I will be uploading all my reality TV content to that channel in about a month or so. This one will be strictly true crime. As long as TLC stops making everything so scripted, all apologies. I think this one will be pretty scripted because Kenya True Crime with Ale went well. I like that. True Crime with Ale. I like that. So yeah, what was I gonna say? I do think this show is gonna be scripted a little bit because Kenya, when we were introduced to Kenya in the trailer, she said, she's like, in our relationship, I have multiple husbands, but they're not allowed to have anyone but me. But that's not the case because literally on her Instagram, she still has proof that her husband Chad has another wife, and she refers to Chad's other wife as her co-wife. So, you know, right? So there. Oh, there's Cody. There's Cody. All right. So here is the other family. This is actually Kenya. So this is Kenya on the left. That's Carl on the right. That's Tiger. So Carl was the first initial husband. Tiger is the husband that she actually sleeps in the bed with and seems to be the main husband. Also off topic, Todd Chrisley is doing one last podcast interview with Chase this Thursday. Yes, actually, I heard about that, Morgan. And this interview with Chase is supposed to be like a whatever. Like he's not limiting what Chase can ask him, from my understanding. Yes, Morgan, I saw it. Thank you. Okay, let's see. This is one of the other couples. Or actually, that's the couple that we were looking at a while ago. That is Kim. Yeah, she probably put her foot in her mouth. I know, right? Now, here is another couple. It looks like she has three husbands. And this was the couple, maybe not. That one of those men isn't her husband, I don't think. Because in the trailer, we saw her sitting with two guys. Maybe she has three, I'm not sure. Todd reports to prison on the 17th. You guys, he has 1 week. He has 1 week before he has to report to prison. Shut up, no way. She got two husbands. Yeah, that's what the show is about, Sean. This show is called Seeking Brother Husband. So, did I just move that? Oops. Okay, so this lady was the one where the bald guy on the left was like, one time they were in the basement and I heard a little moaning and groaning. Yeah, they both report on the 17th. Let's see. And then this is where they're out to lunch talking to their family members. This was back in 2017 when they ran a pilot for Brother Husbands. And this is Amanda, who was married to Chad and Jeremy. And they ran this pilot back in 2017. It was not picked up, it was like a special. And now Amanda and Jeremy are still together, and Chad left the family and remarried a man. All bald head. She definitely got a type. Sean, you don't want to be a brother husband? Why not? No, I'm just kidding. I can barely keep up with the one hubby on the dance floor. I can barely keep up with my one hubby. He gives me a run for my money. I'm like, Sean, jeez. I have the best husband, though. The best. All right. So, at first, when I saw this, y'all, my first thought was, wait, is TLC getting rid of Sister Wives? Like, is that why they're bringing this in now? Is it going to be like a replacement? But it's not going to be a replacement. It's going to air in like the off season of Sister Wives because it actually starts in March. And we do know that Sister Wives is filming because Christine is actually not tweeted, but she's posted about it on Instagram. She put up a picture one day and she said like hashtag filming. There's also rumors going around that TLC may be filming a show about Janelle and Christine leaving the polygamous lifestyle. That is just a rumor right now, you guys. If I hear anything that can really back it up, I'll let you guys know. But right now, and TLC was actually the one that kind of started that rumor. They made a post, like they posted like a picture of like Janelle and Christine, and it says like no longer sister wives or sister wives no more. Perfect title, question mark, or something like that. So kind of started rumors that they are, potentially going to be following Janelle and Christine, which I would be all for that. I would love to see because they are flourishing. They are so happy. Christine is just living her best life being an Ona. What's it called? Oma? What her name for her like being a grandmother. My mom is Granny, but I think her name for grandma is like Oma or something. I want to be Lovey. Actually, I got that from Kris Jenner. Like her grandkids do not call her grandmother or grandma or granny. They call her Lovey, and I thought that's such a cute, like, sweet name, Lovey. Which in my family, everyone's a granny. On my mom's side, they all call their grandmother Granny. Like I call my granny Granny. My great grandma was Granny. Great great grandma was Granny. Now on my dad's side, it's Momo. Like my kids, even my kids, their dad is from the same place that my dad was from. So in that area, grandmothers are called momos. In the area that my mom is from, grandmothers are called grannies. But I kind of want to be called a Lovey. I don't know. I think it's cuter. I'm Nene. I like that. My daughter actually had someone that she called Nene for a while. How the hell does Elle look so fresh and pretty already? I haven't even. Hey, I got up at 5:30 this morning. Okay, actually, I got up at like 5:20. And I'm going to try to start doing this a lot more. Just get up earlier, get as much content out. Get ready. I actually heard about this yesterday, so I actually looked it up a little bit yesterday, so I already knew about this topic. But yeah, you guys, I want to keep this video as short as possible with, put all the information out there, chit chat with you. Do you guys put a 1 in the chat if you're going to watch this show, put a 2 in the chat if you're like, nope, I'm over it. I do not look like no Momo. Hush your mouth, Sean. Put a 2 in the chat if you're like, I'm over it. I'm not going to watch it. Also, do you guys feel like I should cover this? Let me know. No, Momo. A 3. What's a 3, Janie? Is it 3? You want me to cover it? Okay. All right, so you guys leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. Are you guys interested in this? Do you guys want me to cover it? Obviously, by the time it comes out, I'm probably going to be fully transitioned to a boy. No, I'm just kidding. Reality TV content just on the Bash Chat channel. So it'll be over there. Make sure if you want to follow this show and my coverage of the show, make sure you are subscribed to the Bash Chat. I will put the link to the Bash Chat in the description box. Also, the link to the trailer is in the description box. So make sure you guys go check out the trailer. See if you're interested. I'm interested. I want to watch it. So, I'm all about it. I'm going to cover it. But yeah, leave me your thoughts. If you are not subscribed to this channel yet, this channel will eventually be just true crime. The other channel will just be entertainment news, trending topics, reality news, and this will be true crime. Please stay subscribed to this channel. Go subscribe to that channel and follow me on both channels if you really enjoy my content. If not, follow me on one or the other, whichever suits, what you like to watch on YouTube. But give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you are subscribed. We'll be right back here in just a little bit with more topics. So don't go anywhere, and I'll see you guys back here in just a little bit. Goodbye, everyone.